I'm back again. I want to start off by saying thank you for all your support. I've reached 4,000 subscribers, which for me I'm really pleased about. Today I'm going to do a tutorial on how to make these into a wall hanging. They're yarn balls. I've shown you how to make them in a previous video, but what I'm going to do is attach them to an old broom handle or a new one and show you how you can use a large wall space to make something really creative. So I do hope you like this video and don't forget to give the thumbs up. For this tutorial you will need some wool, a broom handle, a pair of scissors and a needle. So to start off, we're going to start making the yarn balls. For the wall hanging that I made, it was using a broom, so it was quite a big one, and I made about 70 of these balls. We're going to roll them around 3 fingers, that gives quite a nice size ball. We're then going to take it off our fingers and just roll the wool in the opposite direction, and just keep doing this until you've built up a circle ball shape. If you want a bigger size ball, what I have done is I've used paper in the middle and just rolled that up into a ball and then rolled the wool around. I'll show you this later on. But the balls are various different sizes, and we'll continue to do this until we make 70 of them. Once you've got to the shape that you want, we're going to cut about 6 or 7 centimetres of wool, and then we're going to use our yarn needle and thread the wool and literally just thread the wool back through the ball just to stop it from fraying. And then we're going to repeat this method another 70 times. Obviously, if you want a smaller wall hanging, you can make bigger balls or less balls. If you want a larger yarn ball, we're just going to use some scrap paper, newspaper or brown paper, anything lightweight, and scrunch it up into a ball and do exactly the same. Instead of wrapping it around your fingers, we're just going to wrap it around the paper and do it in exactly the same method. So you should have approximately 70 plus balls which look a bit like this. For the next step, we're going to lay the balls out how we want them to show on the wall hanging. I've done it this way just so we don't have any of the same colours next to each other, and I'm going to do I think about 9 rows, and I've got some rows have 7 balls and some rows have 8, so I'm just going to place them all how I want them before I sew them. So when laid out they should look like this. We're now going to take the first row. I've lined them up in a row so I know to keep the order. I'm then going to use cream thread to attach all of my yarn balls together. I'm going to start off cutting quite a small piece because I'm going to do a separate piece for each ball that I connect. I'm going to do a knot, tie it through the first yarn ball, just loop it through again and poke my needle through the loop. That makes it quite secure. And then I'm going to connect it to the second ball. So I'm going to connect it to the second ball in the same way. You can use one really long piece of thread to connect all the balls together, but I found after about the 3rd ball it started to get quite tangled up. So once you've connected the second ball, I'm going to poke the wool through the ball and just cut it, and then we'll start again, and we'll do this right until we get to the last ball before we connect it to the pole. So now we're going to connect the row of balls to the pole. We're going to cut a piece of wool and double it, and then we're going to bend it under the roll and pull it through. Once we've done that, we're going to cut the ends off so they're all the same length and thread them through the needle. Using the needle, we're going to attach the first ball, and we do this in exactly the same method that we did the other balls. Tie a knot and then do a double knot, and then we're going to thread the excess wool back through the ball, and then that is your ball connected to the pole. And we're now going to do this another 9 times, or however many rows you have on your hanging. So once you've done that, this is what it looks like with 4 rows on it. We continue this all the way to the end. So I'll just put it on top of my desk and it'll give me a shelf space. So that